Have you ever wondered if traveling after 70 is still a good idea? Sure, seeing new places and experiencing different cultures can be deeply fulfilling, but there are serious risks that many seniors don't anticipate until it's too late. As we grow older, our bodies and minds change in ways that can make travel more exhausting, unpredictable, and at times, even dangerous. While many believe they can travel just like they did in their 40s or 50s, the truth is, after 70, the game changes. A dream vacation can quickly turn into a stressful, even life-threatening experience if you're not fully prepared. In this video, we'll explore 5 crucial reasons why traveling after 70 comes with real risks, from unexpected health emergencies to financial traps that could quietly drain your savings. Each point will shine a light on the challenges seniors face on the road, and by the end, you'll have a much clearer picture of what it really takes to travel safely at this stage in life. And stay with me until the end, because the final reason is one most seniors never think about, yet it causes more damage than you'd expect. Let's dive in. Reason 1. Increased health risks and medical emergencies. One of the biggest concerns when traveling past 70 is the unpredictable nature of your health. As we age, our bodies don't always react the way they used to. And conditions like heart disease, high blood pressure, or respiratory issues can turn into full-blown emergencies with little warning. At home, help is a phone call away. But when you're overseas, or even in a different state, accessing the right care becomes complicated and sometimes delayed. A health issue that would have been minor at home could escalate dangerously while you're far from familiar doctors and hospitals. Consider long flights. They increase the risk of blood clots, also known as deep vein thrombosis. High altitudes put pressure on the heart and lungs, especially if you have pre-existing conditions. Even simple things like heat exhaustion or dehydration can hit harder than expected in a foreign climate. Older adults also have a weaker immune response, meaning they're more vulnerable to infections. Just think about James, a 74-year-old who booked a 2-week cruise with his wife. It seemed like the perfect low-impact getaway. But on day 4, James experienced sharp chest pain. The ship's medical staff gave him basic care, but he needed a hospital, fast. Stuck at sea, he had to wait for an emergency evacuation. Those critical hours nearly cost him his life. Thankfully, he survived, but that relaxing cruise turned into a traumatic ordeal, one that he later admitted he hadn't been truly prepared for. Then there's the issue of insurance. Many seniors assume their usual health plan will cover them anywhere, but many plans don't cover international travel or even out-of-state emergencies. Without the right travel insurance, even basic treatments can come with shocking out-of-pocket costs. Some seniors have been forced to pay thousands for care abroad just to get home safely. What can you do? Start with your doctor. Get a full health checkup before any trip. Make sure your medications are packed and learn how to access emergency care wherever you're going. And don't travel without proper insurance, one that includes medical evacuation and hospital coverage. Because when it comes to your health after 70, being prepared isn't optional. It's life-saving. Reason 2. Higher exposure to infections and contaminants. Another often overlooked risk? Germs. Crowded airports, packed planes, buses, taxis, and unfamiliar foods. These environments are breeding grounds for bacteria and viruses. For young people, a mild stomach bug or head cold might be a nuisance, but for seniors, that same infection could mean days in the hospital or long-term complications. A single trip can expose older travelers to more pathogens than they'd face in months at home. And with aging immune systems, recovery isn't always guaranteed. Respiratory illnesses, like colds, the flu, or pneumonia, are especially dangerous for seniors. Planes are notorious for spreading germs due to recycled air and tight quarters. Plus, you're coming into contact with travelers from all over the world, bringing unfamiliar viruses your body may not be prepared for. Food and water also pose risks. Many seniors are eager to try local cuisines, which is part of the joy of travel. But ingredients, spices, or preparation methods may upset their digestive systems. Foodborne illnesses like salmonella or norovirus can hit much harder and last longer in older adults. And something as simple as drinking tap water or eating a salad washed in it can trigger serious illness. Unlike locals, your immune system may not recognize or tolerate the bacteria in that region's water supply. Even seemingly clean places, hotel rooms, restrooms, rental cars, harbor germs on door handles, tray tables, and remote controls. If you use mobility aids like walkers or canes, you touch more surfaces, increasing exposure further. So how do you protect yourself? Wear a mask in crowded areas. Use hand sanitizer. Drink only bottled or filtered water. Avoid raw foods in unfamiliar places. Stick to hot, well-cooked meals. And before traveling abroad, ask your doctor about vaccines or medications for common travel illnesses. Traveling doesn't have to make you sick, but after 70, you must take the risks seriously. Reason 3. Travel, fatigue, and recovery challenges. Traveling is exciting, but for seniors, the physical toll is often underestimated. Long flights, early departures, standing in security lines, and dragging luggage around all take a bigger toll after 70. What used to feel like an adventure can now feel like an obstacle course. The truth is, recovery takes longer. You may not bounce back after one night of sleep. You might need days, even weeks, to feel normal again. And while you're tired, your immune system weakens, your balance suffers, and the chance of accidents increases. One major problem? Sleep disruption, jet lag, unfamiliar beds, hotel noise. It all adds up. And poor sleep isn't just about feeling groggy. It impacts your memory, heart health, and overall functioning. For example, studies show that older travelers take significantly longer to adjust to time zones, sometimes needing 5 to 7 days. That can ruin half the trip. Then there's physical strain. Sitting for long hours can cause stiffness, back pain, and swollen joints, especially for those with arthritis or circulation issues. Sightseeing and excursions may sound fun, but walking miles every day while jet-lagged can quickly become overwhelming. Take Richard, for instance, a 75-year-old retiree who loved to travel. He and his wife booked a 2-week overseas trip, but after a 10-hour flight, long walks through the airport, and adjusting to a 6-hour time change, he was wiped out before they'd even unpacked. By day 2, he was too fatigued to enjoy the activities. He needed constant breaks, and the trip ended up feeling more like a chore than a vacation. Worse, it took him 2 weeks to fully recover after coming home. So, what's the solution? Take shorter flights or include layovers to move around. Leave space in your itinerary for rest days. Stay hydrated, pack healthy snacks, and pace your activities. Most importantly, listen to your body. A vacation should recharge you, not leave you more exhausted than when you started. Reason 4. Higher risk of falls and mobility challenges. One of the biggest dangers for seniors while traveling is something simple: falling. Uneven streets, slippery hotel floors, or crowded airports can be risky when your balance or strength isn't what it used to be. The CDC says 1 in 4 people over 65 falls every year. And on a trip far from your doctor or home, a fall can lead to serious problems. Take Helen, for example. At 78, she was enjoying a vacation in Italy. But one slip on a staircase changed everything. She broke her hip, needed surgery, and was stuck in the hospital for weeks in a country where she didn't speak the language. Getting back home was expensive, and her insurance only covered part of it. So how can you stay safe? Use a cane or walking poles if you need them. No shame in that. Wear non-slip comfortable shoes. Ask for a room on the ground floor or one with an elevator. Avoid risky spots like steep trails or rushing through busy places. Travel with someone when possible. 2 is always safer than 1. Staying safe doesn't mean giving up freedom. It just means being smart about it. Reason 5. Scams, theft, and financial pitfalls. When you're over 70, you might not expect to be a target. But the truth is, many scammers actually look for older travelers. They assume seniors are more trusting or unfamiliar with modern scams. And sadly, they're often right. Whether it's a dishonest taxi driver charging triple the fare, a fake tour guide leading you to overpriced shops, or a pickpocket working a crowded train station, the risks are real, and the losses aren't always small. Some scams can cost seniors thousands, like what happened to John and Margaret, a retired couple who thought they booked a luxury cruise through a beautiful website. It all looked official, but it wasn't. The cruise didn't exist, and they lost over $5,000. No refund, no recovery, just heartbreak and regret. And even when it's not a full-blown scam, financial mistakes are easy to make. Confusing currency exchange rates, hidden fees, or not fully understanding your travel insurance can all add up. A missed clause in the policy or a canceled flight could cost you much more than you planned for. Staying alert, asking questions, and taking your time with decisions can make all the difference. Travel is meant to bring joy, not stress, fear, or financial loss. Now you might be thinking, should I just stay home then? Absolutely not. Travel after 70 can still be beautiful, even magical. You've earned the right to see the world, to experience joy, to chase sunsets, and reunite with old friends or family across miles. But like everything in this stage of life, travel demands wisdom, preparation, and respect for your body's limits. Don't be afraid to slow down, to say no to a packed itinerary, to choose comfort over adventure, peace over pressure. Because the real journey isn't just about the places you go, it's about the way you feel when you're there. Safe, strong, alive. So go ahead and travel. But travel wise, because at 70 and beyond, you deserve not just experiences, but experiences that honor your health, your time, and your spirit.